Hey everybody, welcome to the House of Fi. I am Wendy, and if you're new here, welcome to our house. And for everybody who is returning, we are so glad you are here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It is going to be an update on our household, and if you are regular followers, you know that I have been missing for about almost 4 months now. And so I just wanted to check in with everybody and let you know what's been going on, what happened. And quite honestly, I'm going to handle this video like we do all of our other videos. And I'm really trying to be transparent with you about what's going on in our personal lives, as well as what we share with our financial lives. And so in mid-March, I was struggling. If you know anything about my story, you know that one of the issues that I struggle with is anxiety and depression. And in March, I decided to take a 2-week break, and that 2-week break turned into an almost 4-month-long hiatus as I attempted to just get a hold of myself and the depression and the anxiety and how that the whole pandemic, it's just been, in a word, it's just been a crazy year. And I know that it's been that way for so many people. So that's another reason why I share is to, there's so much stigma around mental health, and I try to be transparent in my journey with my own mental health, because I don't think that it's anything to be ashamed of. And I think especially as strong, independent, successful women and men, it's hard to acknowledge that maybe we struggle with some of these things. So just a quick backtrack, kind of backstory. I didn't even really know that I struggled with depression and anxiety until about 5 years ago. And it kind of all culminated in a whole bunch of things came to a head all at one time. My mom was sick. One of my very, very best friends was sick, really sick, terminally. We had just gone through a few years of really hard stuff, adopting all 4 of our boys and moving from Arizona to California. I was suffering from career burnout. We were in some really dire financial circumstances. And then the 2016 election happened, and just all of the discourse and hostility and negativity that surrounded that election really impacted me and my family. If you know our family, you know that we are a multiracial family, and just a lot of what was happening in the world, even, I think it was a tipping point for me. And in one moment of just really strong emotions and a talk with my husband, we decided and figured out that I suffered from depression, and I sought help with that immediately and met with a doctor. I did attempt therapy, ended up not being for me, but what has really, really helped me was working with my psychiatrist and getting on medication. Medication is not for everybody. For me, that has what worked the best for me, and figuring out that it wasn't just depression, but it was also the anxiety. I mostly deal with the anxiety in social situations. I have learned about myself that I have some social anxiety, which probably seems really weird coming from a person who puts themselves out there as an influencer, but also with my background as an attorney and being in a courtroom all the time and a trial attorney. I don't think that it necessarily squares up dealing with anxiety and social anxiety, but also being a person who does not mind being in front of a camera or a jury. It's just a very different scenario, I suppose. I don't really know what it is, but it's very different being just myself and talking to all of you versus going into like an event or a conference or networking And if you ask me the definition of torture, it would be those things. So anyways, to kind of make all of that kind of wrapped up, I do have this issue, and sometimes it's better than others. And I think after this whole year of being cooped up in the house for a year, which the being cooped up part, I don't really mind so much, but it was that now my sanctuary, which was my home, that I had, 6 to 7 hours a day of quiet and just me dealing with stuff because of the pandemic. That sanctuary was no longer mine. It included my children, 5 of the 6 children, as well as my husband, which if you're someone who really needs quiet and privacy and silence, not having that for a whole year was really, really difficult. So I think it all kind of came to a head, and it manifested itself in me really just needing to close myself off from everything. And so that is what I did. Even getting on today has been several weeks in the making of every day saying that I was going to get back on, because I know so many of you have reached out and said that you missed us and what's going on, where were we going to come back? And I appreciate all of those kind words and thoughts and support of this channel. So this is for you guys, because I did really want to get back to you and really let you all know how much I appreciated that support. And so here we are. So let's just give you a quick recap of kind of where things are. I'm feeling better, still struggling, but I am feeling better. And so I'm here today. I'm recording this video. I'm going to record another one of our May net worth income update and a passive income update. And so those will be releasing in the next week or so. As far as the kids are doing really, really great. The kids will be going back to school in just a few weeks. They're currently on a very, very shortened summer break. They are in year-round school, and that comes to an end. Their break comes to an end in the middle to the end of July. So they will be back in school, normal school, the end of July. My husband is also going to be back in school. He went back in person before the summer break. And then we'll be going back at the same time as the children. So I will get my sanctuary back. So I'm really, really happy about that. There's a reason I'm not a teacher. And I have mad respect for all the teachers out there. I know that this has been an insane year for you guys. So we appreciate you as well. One thing that I haven't given an update on in quite a while is my weight loss journey. In the video up above, you'll see that in November of 2020, I had weight loss surgery. I had gastric bypass surgery, and I was at a personal weight high of 276 at the time. I have since lost about 60 pounds. It is slowing down now, which I'm not upset about at all. I'm still eating very well. I'm getting enough nutrition. I'm taking my multivitamins. What I have added into the mix, and I think that it has helped a lot with the depression and anxiety, as I have started working out. Started doing that about 3 weeks ago, and have been fairly consistent with that since then. I'm going to a gym and participating in small group HIIT workouts, which is what I prefer to do. So I'm really happy about that. And I think as the weight continues to come off, and as I continue to get more fit and active and build more muscle, that will continue to help with the depression and anxiety and just overall quality of life. So there you have it as far as that goes. So with our finances, as I just said, you're going to see some of those updates in the next 2 videos that we have coming out. There's been some ups and downs. It's a crazy time in the market. Crypto has seen some really big decreases in this past week or so. Crypto is part of our overall portfolio. However, we invest a very small portion of our portfolio in cryptocurrency, and we'll continue to do that, just a couple $100 typically a month into that. And here's the thing, you don't lose money until you sell. So right now, as the prices continue to drop, we are not changing a thing about our strategy with our cryptocurrency. We will continue to put a couple $100, a few $100 in every month, whether it's going up or down. We don't believe that it's going anywhere. And we put it into currencies that we have researched and believe in. The few that we are part of are Bitcoin. We have some in Ethereum. I have a little bit in Dogecoin and a very, very, very tiny bit in this new one. And I forget the name of it. I'll put it in the notes if I remember. But just not even $100 in that one. So we're just watching that. And when you look at our net worth update, you'll see that that is part of our after-tax investing strategies. And it's growing, but it has seen some, not losses, but it's gone down in value quite a bit over the last little bit of time. An additional part of our after-tax investing is in individual stocks and some funds. So we've got funds like VTI, but we also have some dividend accounts like VYM. And a big chunk of that is in EXP, which is it's shares that I've received based upon my earnings with the company. If you saw the video when we first got it, it was at an all-time high, and since then it's gone down by at least half. So when you watch our net worth update video, you will see that's one of the bigger decreases in our after-tax investments. But overall, we're doing really, really well, and that's by simply being consistent in what we're doing, not changing our strategy at all with our investing, just keeping our monthly amounts that we contribute consistent, adding more as we have extra funds, and that's what we'll continue to do. And slowly but surely we're seeing those balances go up, and I can't wait for y'all to actually see the progress that we've made. And what's kind of neat is that because I haven't been filming for almost 4 months, you're going to see the increase from February to the end of May, and I think it's pretty good. I'm not upset about it at all. So to wrap things up, that is where we are, and that is where we've been. And again, I just want to thank those of you who have reached out and who continue to follow the channel. Thank you so much for your support and for coming back and not giving up on us. So thanks again for coming. And if you have not subscribed, please do that. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we will be monetized, and you will be contributing to our early retirement plan by helping support this channel as a business, because that is what we have always wanted it to be, was a business where we can give back to all of you what we have learned, as well as support you in your journey to financial independence. Be sure to check back next week for the net worth update, as well as an additional passive income update that we'll be putting out as well. Take care, everybody. Bye.